I tried to do these videos earlier, but it just was like, it just was like and I couldn't upload it. Me and my squad were 5-0, so and everything just went away. So, this season is a new story. Instead of helping a lot of teams, I'm just trying to help my team. You know what I'm saying? This guy, as you can see right here, interceptions. He's not a running back. He's a safety, free safety. Because I looked at my squad. We didn't need offense, obviously. We just needed defense. We didn't even they just need defense. Now the defense is like best in the league. So like, just look at me. Like, all right, the defense is like really good. Like, you got me. And you know what I'm saying? I'm out here making fumbles, forcing fumbles.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL.
You know what I'm saying? 6'3", number 33. Yeah, I thought it was 30. Well, why is my arm sleeve showing? Okay, I guess not. I know. Everything feels so wobbly. Okay, this might be a bad game for me. I average 1 interception a game and like a lot of tackles. Like I tackle a lot.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are...
To be honest, we're 5-0. This team is pretty good. Like, we're looking nice. I'm using a safety for
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Watson with a give to Miller. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were Brian Dawkins and probably every color. so obvious.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll toss it to Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Watson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Here's Watson, and this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw, Watson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack.
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football. They begin with a run by Miller. And Lamar Miller, he's at the 50. the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A huge play there for Houston. 74 yards. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Miller, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to do.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running from the gun, Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, here's Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Watson now to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Chiefs.
Please don't let that happen.
The field ahead.
In your face.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
In real life and a game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Watson. This is caught inside the 15. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 53 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They have Amari Cooper. They still have a 45 seconds, so I just got to check if they have Amari Cooper. I keep seeing that Cooper guy. He's actually not bad. What's Cooper? Okay, never mind. I swear they said Cooper, right? Alright.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Watson trying to get his guys moving. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Watson on first down. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Watson. Throwing again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One last throw here for Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And that will write a finish to this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass.
Y'all boys tune into the other episodes. Try to run up my last football magic series. Had actually a lot of fun. First one, that probably was one thing I